you ever met someone and wonder what their backstory is? Well, me too. But today we're not going to get into that. Today we're going to learn a little bit about me. My name is Cy'Aria Martin, and I grew up in Ohio, which is where I'm from. I moved down here when I was 7 years old, and that was a big jump for me because I went from living down the street from all my cousins to 6 hours away. When I moved here, I had to switch from virtual school because we couldn't do that no more. We couldn't do that no more. So I switched to in-person school. And since I'm a little quiet, I really didn't have any friends from the jump. So it made me a little more awkward once I switched to in-person. When I switched to in-person, I had to learn how to adjust to make new friends and start speaking instead of speaking just to myself, because that caused a lot of issues, especially for me in school. But once I got the hang of it, I made so many friends. I have stayed at the same schools. I've never switched ever since I switched from virtual to in-person. I never switched. I stayed at Oliver for elementary. Then I went to Sequoia. And when I went to Drew my senior year, I switched from Drew to Perry. But before I switched my little schools, I had a little life in high school. I used to do dance. I played softball. I did baseball. I tried to do clubs, but I'm not a real club person. I like going home, so them didn't last very long. But I also did fashion when I was in school. I am an all-A student, for real. I did slip a little. Once I got in high school, I started slipping because I started going through a lot. But everyone does go through a lot. So, but I'm a very smart child. I switched to Perry so that I can go virtual, so that I can work and focus on everything else around me instead of school, because I'm almost done. Why would I stay there? So I switched to Perry, and I finished that off. At this moment, I'm no longer in school. I graduated in May, but I chose I could have graduated in January, but I chose to stay in school until May. But right now, I'm in Atlanta Tech doing upper class as a dual enrollment student, because once I switch, I'm going to go to Albany for nursing. My goals, let's get a little bit into my goals. My goal is to become an ultrasound tech and a labor and delivery nurse. That's been my dream. I watched my mom give birth to my brother, and that was like a kickstart. My grandma was also a nurse, so that was a kickstart for me. I want to be a labor and delivery nurse so bad, but we're going to start with ultrasound because that's a little bit easier to do as of right now. Even though I am a very smart kid, I had to work a little bit harder to get where I am now. My mom is really my only support parent. I went from having two parents to having one parent, so it's been a little rocky, so I have to work a little harder to get where I want to be at in life. But my mom does push me, and she makes sure that I am there, because even though I may not have another support person, I know I have her. And my family isn't really big either, so the ones I do have, they support me how they can. But you know, everybody's family is not all big, so I don't always see everybody, or everybody can't always be here for me. To finish off this video, I just want to tell my goals and where I really want to be in a couple years. My true dream is to finish school before 2031, I think is when I'm supposed to graduate. My goal is to finish way before that. That's why I'm trying to do early classes, start doing work early and now, so that by like 2029, 2030, I'm graduating so I could be a big dog. My dream is to open up my own clinic outside of my home, my own ultrasound clinic in my own home. But you know, time is going to take time. But when I get there, remember my name.